Thank you. Hello, everybody. This is called What Do Futures Hold? Inspired by a line from David Leo Sirois that I hope you'll send me afterwards. Time swells and shrinks and now falls back as demanded by the clocks. But is time really God or just a dusty torture for the punishment of sin? If God is love, if God is time, where is the mellow climax easing in the denouement? The sharpened corners, slowed down ride, deficient lift, the taste of now, and all the inconveniences of travel into space and trains and sports give texture to progression, freedom from perfection's freeze and trial. Submission to its rules is written into the song we know is tied to fate, a force that uses time to fill in all the gaps and scores and give us work to do. Youth, old age, the triumphs and love stories, hate and boredom all obey the flow inexorable and slow, or maybe fast, that sucks at arrogance and rage, a sponge, a hanger-on, as dull as all eternity, as bright as a well-honed knife, that doesn't cut but grates and swallows all minutiae we try to hold on to but lose. Its state is as solid liquid gas determines mood and headedness, and drags us in its path. The call of heaven is a cure. The neediness for God and hatred too are just attempts at freedom from the slavery time holds us in, because we are but flotsam bits. Our childhood dreams, so tied to time, give way to timeless, illustrated sleep with age. Another gift accumulated as a trade of one thing for another, difficult to know and use. We have a choice, be used or used, for time is slippery, so we're dragged or swim along, and all the tricks and twists and twirls are carried along the rivulet or torrent where we float. Yay. So, and I'll start with a quote from Karen Blixen Out of Africa. In a world of fools, I was, I think, to him one of the greater fools. Afternoon cloud passing by. Time has never been my ally, never served me as a friend, too quick, too slow, but always changing pace, the rhythm limping, never to my good. Time swells and sinks like ocean tides. So we are swept along and prey of monsters underneath who sometimes kill, more often maim or cause to weep. But worse than time or fate, the perfidy of those we gift with favor of the heart or love born of our mind's desired end, for even minor favors on occasion crossed by artless, bashful child. From simple smile to soul's great love, the meaning's often stripped away. Humanity repulsed, and all that's glorious is hollowed out and gray. The gift of certitude, once given, then denied, is tainted then, for angels bring forgiveness, human temper loves revenge. But for a thing dishonored small, we strike no blow, just spit upon the ground. This is the way the noble lies reveal themselves in dim cliches, because the gods turn so from us, so we then turn from them. Okay, from Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know, and you are the guy who'll decide where to go. And J.K. Rowling wrote, honestly, if you were any slower, you'd be going backward. The 12 directions. The north and south, the east and west are fitted into our compasses of back and forth and left and right. And as birds or moles or with dolphins beside us, we travel up, travel down in swimsuits or in machines. And we can travel other ways too. Memory and life are two. And there's inwards and outwards to add to empathy and then imagination, directional tools. We're always on a path, although it always twists and turns. The path determines or is determined by our simple and prosaic karma, or perhaps our mystic unknown theoretical rebirth. The wind that guides and pushes us through destiny towards fate will blow from all directions, bearing in its grasp our lives. It might be the breath of God, or Satan's evil wind, or the flapping hands of a minor sprite running the monkey tribe. Our sins are many, our courtesies and mercies too. Choose well amongst the road signs on the paths, the many paths, for the wrong ones lead to subhuman caves and stupidities where the evil die in darkness with what glory there is in hate. But if not happiness, content can be found if you carry love in your heart, fight evil, and spread respect all around. It makes the trek along the path a little easier, a little less of a pain. We got time for one more, David?
Please.
Okay, this is called Change of Seasons because it's autumn again. Again, the winter's soon to come, and the daydream changes to a line of trees and not garments slipping off over smooth and hairless arms and legs with cornered knees and elbows, feet like machines. Pornography gives way to nostalgia, and steel in the gang of craggy old faces sitting in thin sun is a line of trees and the entry line of a forest, an infinite line of trees and infinite depths all the way to Norway, and peopled by creatures of clay and by creatures of ash, sand among the pines, and here and there a child's lost wagon, left behind when the child was lost, a cast-off pupa to be eaten by a bear while the adult imago goes off chewing, molted and chewing on a loss and hunting huge, fierce things that hate the pornography of summer because it doesn't fit in their official envelopes and obscene lines of death. But that's a distraction. On to the Russian peninsulas. We shall eat ice and snow. We shall await the time of mud and hope as we drink wooden flavored warmth and read our books on horseback, battling the dark and the darklings who drool ashes from maws. That reference to Russia had nothing to do with the war. It was written a long time ago. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bill. As always, I'm struck by so many lines and the way you weave them into very fine rhyme. You have these lovely concepts that one of them, I think you're using this ironically, where you're describing karma as mystic, unknown, theoretical rebirth. Somewhere between definition and irony there. I love the minutiae we tried to hold on to and lost. The fact that time is slippery, so we are dragged and swim along. In the middle of all these images of time changing and shifting, we have, and here and there, a child's lost wagon. Such a crystal clear image. I have a song called All in a Day's Play, and the cover of that song was a little lost wagon in a backyard. In any case, our sins are many, our courtesies and mercies too. Love it. Thank you so much, Bill. So glad that you came once again, and thanks again.